This is a big return. I didn't see this one coming.
Did
Joey,
anybody?
no, Joey Carney at the Angle Joey. NXT is a perfect place for Shawn Spears to regroup and rebuild his chairman character. It didn't get enough time and focus in AEW. All right, Putty. So Shawn Spears, we didn't see this coming. He's back in NXT unexpectedly. What do you think Shawn Spears could do differently in his second run in NXT?
Stop flashing your hands over and over again. I don't understand the whole 10 thing with Ty Dillinger. I mean, it went off, but it just seemed like it was a gimmick.
Right.
No one gives a shit about him. It was a 10 thing, 10, whatever. So let him be him. Let him be him. Let us introduce us to Shawn Spears.
Right. So he is Shawn Spears in NXT. He's not Ty Dillinger.
No.
Which I find interesting.
Yeah, someone made an interesting point. You have Jade Cargill, Cody Rhodes, and now Shawn Spears having their same look, same name, same character as an AEW over here in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because maybe it's the Vince thing. Maybe Triple H is more open to like, oh, your name's recognizable. Let's bring it to our TV shows.
Honestly, it makes sense though. It makes much more sense doing it that way. I think Vince not crediting anyone outside of the WWE, like, with their own body of work coming in, I think that's a huge ego thing. Like I find it interesting with Shawn Spears because like Cody Rhodes obviously developed completely over. Jade Cargill, same, completely over. A lot of brand value there. Shawn Spears, though, not as much, though. So I find that one interesting.
So I was delayed on NXT this week, and I accidentally made a stupid mistake to go on social medias, and I saw this. He was the one to reveal the undisclosed messages for the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I saw. I'm like, oh, are they bringing back Ty Dillinger? Is he going to be introduced? What's his name going to be? Then it's actually Shawn Spears. I'm like, okay, good. Forget about that guy in the past. Whole new fresh start completely. And see how this chairman gimmick works here in NXT. And the right puzzle pieces are there. No offense, but the right puzzle pieces are better here than they over the other side. Let's see what they can do with them. NXT is a perfect spot for them. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what didn't work. I mean, he's another one of these wrestlers that we've talked about that's like, can I get it over in WWE? Can I get it over in AEW? But like it's weird because the chairman gimmick did start off hot and it just fizzled away. I don't necessarily know what happened.
What faction was he? Was the Pinnacle, or he was in a faction that he seemed like he was?
Yeah, the Pinnacle.
He seemed to be in a good spot.
Yeah.
The Ty Dillinger thing, the 10 gimmick, I never understood. He was a small in frame. He's a small guy. Vince didn't like that. So I'm not surprised it didn't work out too well, knowing what we know now, the bigger picture. I think Triple H is the right hands. Shawn Michaels is the right hands. There's talent there. He wasn't talented. AEW wouldn't have picked him up. W would not have resigned him. No rumors at all. No smell of fire anywhere for us to guess it's Shawn Spears. Very awesome, well done. It's rare that we're surprised in this business, and I was surprised. Well
done. No, that was really well done. It's nice to see that surprises are still a thing in wrestling.
Yeah.
When you have all these dirt sheets and social media out there, everyone's trying to leak something, everyone's trying to break news and something. No one had this on their bingo card for 2024. So that's awesome to see. I'm just really curious. So I'm really curious to see what Shawn Spears does differently here. How Shawn Michaels could shape this chairman gimmick. Because I'm trying to think myself, like, what more can you do from here? How can this gimmick evolve into something plentiful? Something that would, get people invested in long form. Because short form of it's awesome. Like, you have this maniac going around the chair. But what else can you do with that?
We don't know if that's his gimmick. We don't know if he's going to be the chairman. Because there's some cryptic messages. I don't know if he's going to be like more of a wordy promo kind of guy. I think the chair shot was to people to recognize, oh, that's the chairman guy.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if it's going to be his gimmick going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So that post-match interview did not lead me to think that he was going to be the chairman. So I'm curious to see what happens next week.
Yeah, I think the biggest way for him to stand out right now is his character. It's just he needs to dig down, pull out the personality, And like, I mean, look who he's partner is, in real life, big personality, like help get that out of him, let that shine in WWE. Because this is second run, and a lot of wrestlers when they come back in their second run in WWE, they tend to knock it out of the park, and that's what I want to see from him. I want to not see him knock it out of the park. I want to see him get rid of that Ty Dillinger gimmick, which is good and great. I'm glad to bring him as Shawn Spears, but let's develop him more. He could obviously go in the ring. Let's go. Let's pull from in here. Get the fans invest in you. Let's go.
And those that do come back for a second time and that don't work don't often get a third time.
And it's actually they're in a shorter leash if you notice.
Yeah.